Hello, guys. Welcome to the car.
Yeah, we're back.
We are.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 of The Healing Mic is on. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Tom.
And if you haven't seen us before, then welcome to the channel.
Yeah, welcome.
We are here to discuss the difficult topics about mental health.
We are, because mental health has such a huge impact on people's lives. Not just our two, but everybody around the globe. It's such a difficult thing. So our aim here is to be able to provide that safe place for people to come and feel heard and seen. Because you're not alone.
As I'm sure you guys are aware, it is Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is.
And one of the biggest topics, I think we both agree on this one, that isn't spoken about is men's mental health.
So, in the year 2023, there were 6,069 registered deaths by suicide, and 75% of them were men.
Which is 3/4 of the total amount, which is insane.
It's stupid to think about that.
Yeah.
Most of them are men because they don't feel like they can talk about it. As a man myself, I can't. I'm always told, you're a man up.
Yeah.
All this stereotypical stuff about men being men.
Boys don't cry.
Yeah, it's like men don't show emotions. It's bogus.
Yeah.
It's awful. I'm human. You're human. Viewers at home are human.
Yeah.
Like, we're all human. Why is it men that can't speak about it openly, but everybody else can?
Yeah. I think it's something like 9% or 7% of men who have mental health do actually go to talking therapies, which, you know, is crazy to think that there's so many people and that there's quite a lot out of there that helps with mental health, but 7% of men access it. It's mind-blowing.
It's honestly awful when you put it into terms that, like, men across the world don't speak about it, that we suffer in silence because we are told growing up, like, you're a man, you don't show emotion, like, men are strong, like, men are like typical men. No, we're all human, so why are we getting singled out? Because we suffer, because we struggle every single day with mental health, but we can't talk about it.
I think it's just so important to have these safe spaces now. Like, we've got the Discord now, haven't we?
We do, yes.
Which, you know, if you are struggling with mental health, do get in contact with us. You know, we are a safe space. The car is a safe space.
It is.
What's said in the car stays in the car.
Yep.
And it's just really important that you find that help. You know, it's been multiple occasions where I felt like I ended my life, and you know what? Now I'm a couple of years in, I'm really glad I didn't. You know, things do pick up. It takes time. It does. You got to go through hell and back and walk through fire, but it does get better. I promise.
As the saying goes, time heals all wounds.
Yeah, and time isn't overnight. You know,
No.
If you wake up tomorrow thinking that you're going to feel better, you're going to have another thing coming for you. It takes years.
For some people as well, it's easier to talk to people they don't know than to either their parents or friends or partners or, like, talking to professionals. People find it easier to come to people they don't know, or, like, content creators. They find solace within them.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, I find it easier talking to just people I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially, like, say, through the Discord server as well, because there's a support channel in there that you can just put anything in, and it just stays in there because it's a safe place. It's a non-judgmental place to go and just to lay everything out and just get it off your mind.
That's something I really love about social media. It's the fact that you can be anonymous on it.
Yeah.
And you can talk about things and people don't have to know who you are.
No.
Which I suppose is going to kick off the next subject now of social media and mental health. Oh My God.
Social media has impacted mental health so much since it was created. There are so much negative factors of social media on mental health. It's 100%.
There is bullying, comparison. There's so much comparison, especially on like Instagram and Facebook, where you can Photoshop things. Like,
It's
you know, there's just keyboard warriors that just sit there and spend all day typing these horrible comments to people. Like, there is just absolutely no need for it.
no.
You know, what is the point in putting a downer on someone else's day just to make you feel a bit better because you don't agree with something, you know? And I'm sure at some point we'll start getting some negative comments on the channel, but
Yeah, like we put ourselves out there to help others, but if people are just backseating and just like don't agree with it or don't agree with something that's said, it's like you're never going to hear the end of it because they will always find a way to get under your skin, and it's just not needed in your life. Like, if you put yourself out there, if you're a influencer on social media or anything like that,
good on you.
Yeah, but
that shit's hard.
Then like you're gonna get these comments, and they're not gonna be nice ones, but it just basically are jealous of you.
They don't matter.
They really don't at all. Like, don't let them ruin what you are doing. Yeah. What you are doing for yourself is far more important than what some random keyboard warrior thinks of you. Like, don't, because for me, I've gotten comments on my gaming channel and my stuff that I read it and I was like, you really think that's going to matter to me?
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the love of making content and playing games.
Yeah. When you've got just the constant shit, like when you're in secondary school, for instance, and you're just getting nothing but rubbish because people create accounts, people will follow you and just try to ridicule you, and they just, you know, there's just so much that happens on there, and photos get circulated and videos get circulated, like, you know, private images will get circulated.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It seems to be a real issue, especially this day and age where, you know, especially if you're like teens and you're new to it and you're talking to people and, you know, you're involving in conversations that maybe shouldn't be for social media. I think I don't know a female who hasn't had their photos shared. Apart from myself.
Yeah.
I can put my hands up and say, thankfully, touch wood, I've been okay with that, but that's because I was a bit of a nerd in school and I didn't really date anyone until I left school. So
yeah. Because that's a big thing, especially nowadays when teenagers and people, like young people going into secondary school, are like accessing the internet as well. Like, they come across all these sorts of things that like they will compare themselves to, but they're only young.
Yeah.
Because I have like a niece who's going into secondary school either this year or next year.
Yeah.
But she now has a phone, and the stuff that is said or she saw or been sent to by people at school, it's just ridiculous. Like, I loved it when we were growing up, when technology was coming about.
Yeah. But it wasn't everywhere.
It wasn't everywhere. Like, you didn't see all these nasty things. And you didn't, like, people just didn't know what they were doing on there.
Yeah. Although social media was so cringy.
It really was.
Cringy. It was that whole, like, taking a photo of, like, that fucking dog-eared filter.
Yeah, the dog one. Oh my God. That
slow
takes
replies.
Me...
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like...
oh my God, that dog filter. Oh my
Everybody
God,
used to use that one. Or was it like the bear filter of like the yellow mask on Snapchat?
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one as well. Oh my God, that's still going around.
Yeah, it is. But it was everywhere and heavily filtered.
Yeah, it was filtered. Like, when like we were growing up, like social media was coming about,
It was
and
fun.
it was fun back then. We had Vine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I miss Vine.
Oh.
You're gonna make me drop my croissant.
Oh.
Like
I
that
like
was
turn off.
road works ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Fresh avocado, no. Free Shavaka,
I don't want them alone to keep me clean. What are those? Oh.
Daz Black was my absolute favourite.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was the spider ones. Like when
when he's got like the massive nails and stuff, and he's just across the top of the sun.
It was the hairspray one that used to get me.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh my! Do you see the one where he gets these bubbles and puts them all over his face?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Look what I can do.
Yeah.
Vine was the staple of our childhood. That was so good.
That was like honestly the best. I was so upset when they closed it down.
I know, I couldn't believe they did that, and I was really hoping like Musically
would
be the new Vine, but it didn't.
It wasn't. It was just lip syncs, wasn't
cringy.
it? It was so cringe.
Oh my god! And then they changed it to TikTok.
They did.
Which
they changed it to TikTok.
I kind of miss Musically a little bit because of that cringiness. I used to open the app every day and I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Musically. I was like, I was on there, but I didn't use it.
No, I didn't really.
Just hoping it would turn into like the new Vine, but it just never did.
Like some people be so good with these like transitions and stuff. Like I never understood how they did that.
I could never work out how they actually did that.
I was never cool enough for that.
I still don't understand how people do it on TikTok, let alone Musically. Like I see these transitions, and it's like, how have you done that?
Have you seen that guy who does like transitions from one thing to another, but constantly? It makes like a whole video of it, where it's like he'll go to like Rice to like the seaside or something like that, and then goes into something else. It blows my mind.
There's this one that like does like amazing transitions, but like it's a cooking channel, and he does like these transitions from like he gets all these ingredients and to the mixing bowl, and then to like something.
It's just crazy.
I just never understand how you do that.
That amount of editing must drive you fucking batty.
That must take you hours.
Yeah, it drives me insane doing these, let alone anything else. So
I can just about do ours. Let alone trying to figure out how to do these transitions. I'll be there for like weeks and you'll never hear from me because I'm just too busy trying to figure out these transitions.
In the dark, like some kind of rat.
Like you'll call me and I'll pick up. I'm like, hello. Yeah, I'm 27 hours deep into editing and I still don't know what I'm doing. I'll like come out with like this massive grey beard and like Cheeto dust stuck in my chin.
Not the Cheeto dust.
And the Doritos in the hair. I'm like, oh, that's where I put it. I'll say that.
Haribo stuck.
Oh, like I'll wake up with like a piece of paper stuck to my chin. Like, hi.
Where the dribbles just kind of like.
Did I fall asleep again? Your life doesn't evolve around likes, comments, or shares, or interactions and stuff.
I find myself guilty of that. I find myself very guilty of that, especially like on my business page. I was sat there for hours last night engaging, going, "Yeah, I got 30 followers," and I'm sat there looking at it, going, "Like, that's really sad." Like, I posted a video thinking, "Yeah, it'll get loads of likes," and it had like 12, and I sat there and I got really upset, and I was just like, "This is so sad that I'm not like getting the likes and stuff that I'd hoped for." And then I sat there and I realised actually, I'm basing my business and my success over social media likes rather than me actually going out and doing the work with real people. Like, there is a big difference. We see 80 likes on social media as an absolute flop. But just imagine sitting in a room with 80 people saying that they liked your content.
Yeah, like if you put it into like the real world, like a real world scenario.
Yeah.
Like say if you're, even if like your Instagram post, for example, gets like 10 likes.
Yeah.
You'll look at that and think, that's not good.
Yeah. But, or like 15 comments.
Yeah.
Like with, you know, when they're complimenting you and you're looking at it going, oh, it's only 15. Like imagine if you're walking the streets and you have 15 people come up to you and say, you look really beautiful today, or you look really handsome today. Like that would make your ego go through the fucking sky.
That would mean so much more to you than saying looking at your like social media pages and seeing like the comments saying that, or likes.
Yeah.
We have lost ourselves in our screens.
I think COVID did that for all of us, to be honest.
COVID had a really big impact on that.
Everything is so different since we had COVID-19.
It's still different today.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be shops that have closed because of COVID.
Yeah.
And there'll be shops that are like, oh, we only take card payment.
Yeah. I hate card payments. I much prefer cash.
Yeah, like, we are losing so much in the real world. Not only because of technology, but also because of COVID as well.
Yeah. Like, I think technology, obviously, with COVID, I think we wouldn't have gotten through it as well as we did without technology. You know, I think that saved a lot of people, was having others to talk to, because not having people to speak to during COVID was hard.
That
was a tough year.
It lasted like 4, 5, wasn't it?
No, it was 2 years, I think. Because we had like the actual 2020, and then 2021 was like coming back from it. And then
I thought like 2022 was when we were coming back from it, wasn't it?
Really? I don't know. I think it's kind of different for everyone.
Because we lost so much time with that.
We've
lost concept of time.
We lost our last year of secondary school.
We did.
Like, I was heartbroken about that. We never got prom.
No.
Which I was so upset. I always fancied about having my big girl dress, and then I never got it.
No,
I was heartbroken.
I remember we got into year 11. We come into school one morning, and then we were told that, oh yeah, all year 11 students report to the hall.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
And then like the head teacher said, like, yeah, you're gonna have to go home.
Yeah, like, we're gonna sign your t-shirts and do it now. Get it all done today because you guys won't be coming back. And we were like, fucking what?
We were just so like so shocked. We just didn't know what was going on.
Everything was normal, and then all of a sudden, bang! You're not allowed to come back to school, and we've got to sit in our houses for 6 months because there's a virus going around.
Like, you wake up one morning and it's like, oh, I've got school again. Okay, get dressed, get ready.
Yeah.
Get out the door. Get to school.
Get ready for our GCSEs.
Yeah, like, oh, it's going to be like a normal day. Like, go to tutor.
Yeah.
And then we get this announcement saying, oh, all year 11s report to the hall. And it's like, what's going on? Like,
what's happening?
We were just thinking it was something to do with, like, our GCSEs or something. Like, they were going to tell us, like, some information or something.
Or maybe it was, like, a little, like, assembly for us to, like, say how well we'd been doing.
Yeah.
Bit of, you know... But yeah, no. That will forever stick in my mind, and the fact that we all had to sign each other's t-shirts like
that was
4 months early.
That was such a distraught day.
I mean, thank God for COVID in some ways, because I would not have passed half my GCSEs if it wasn't for COVID.
I still didn't pass with it.
No.
Like, you're lucky. I didn't pass a single thing
at all,
apart from sport, and that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Surprise!
I only just passed maths, and that was purely because I was like sucking up to my teacher big time.
I got 3.
Oh, I got 4 because of 1 point. 1 fucking point. That point saved my life.
It was all based on your predictions. Wasn't it? Yeah. No, mine weren't good.
See, I'm really glad that I fucked up in year 10, because year 11 it gave me a chance to suck up all the teachers.
Yeah.
Which meant that they all really liked me, which meant that they all gave me really good predicted grades.
No, see, like, people say, oh yeah, with COVID, like, oh, I did well in this subject. I didn't do well in anything apart from sport.
That's crazy.
But that was the only thing I was good at. Throughout my whole time at school, sport was just my thing.
But you struggled quite a lot in year 11, didn't you?
I struggled full stop.
Yeah, because I don't actually remember. I don't think we were close in year 11. Like, we spoke, but I don't think we were close. No. So I don't know. I didn't really get to know you until 6th form.
But yeah, like, throughout school, like I said in, like, previous episode, I have always had, like, tics.
Yeah.
For, like, since I was, like, year 5.
Yeah.
But, like, going through school, it was just getting progressively worse.
Oh.
So that also impacted me as well, because I didn't know what was going on. Teachers didn't know what was going on. Like, there'd be some times where, like, teachers was like, are you okay? Like, they would come to me as like, you all right? Like, I hear you making these noises. I'm like, don't know what's going on.
God.
Don't know.
Like, that impacted you so much.
Like, and I didn't get support mentally through school either. The amount of times I was in and out of, like, the head of house or the, what was it called? The thing at the bottom.
Oh, what, the Wellbeing Hub?
Yeah,
or
that's the
whatever they
one.
call it.
Yeah, like the Wellbeing Hub thing.
Yeah.
The amount of times I was in and out of there.
Yeah. Do you think that was because you're a man?
Yeah.
Reckon.
Hmm.
Shit.
Because I remember one time, trigger warning, but I self-harmed really badly on my arms, and I was sent to the Wellbeing Hub, and Miss Manning was there.
Oh, I love Miss Manning.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. She added me on Facebook a little while ago.
What? She added you, but not me.
She added me on Facebook.
What?
I've got her on Facebook at the moment. She's so lush.
Now I'm upset. She added you, but not me? No. Miss Manning. Like my Miss Manning.
Carol Manning.
Yeah. No. That has upset me, but we're going to move on. Anyway, so yeah, I like self-harmed really badly on both my arms and went down there, and then they took a look, and then they got like the nurse that was there, and then the nurse was like, "You gotta go.
Gotta go fucking where?
You gotta go. Leave school." Like I had to. They basically told me I would either be like not go back to class, or I would have to go home.
Really? That's all they said?
Yeah, and then there was like, "Oh, you can either go to hospital or go home." So I had to go to reception, and I had to sit there and wait for my mum to come pick me up, because they wouldn't let me go without someone being with me.
Well, yeah. That's genuinely all they said.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't ask if you were okay, they didn't ask
No.
if there were any services you could access, anything.
No, they were just looked at it as like, "Oh, that doesn't need cleaning." And then she was like, "Right, you're gonna have to go either hospital or go home. But we can't let you go by yourself."
See, when I did that, the first thing they said was, "Are you okay? What can we do for you?"
Yeah.
And that guys just sums up the complete difference between men's mental health and women's mental health. Like, I know everyone's kind of, "Oh yeah, but all mental health matters," and it does. Don't get me wrong, it really does matter. It's so important that everybody's heard. But the minorities, like men, need to be spoken about more, because this is exactly why. I'm gobsmacked that
It's the same concept as going to like the doctors or stuff like that, because I would go there and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not okay." Then there was like, chatting, and I get sent home, because I was sent to Green Lane Hospital. Do you know what that is?
Green Lane Hospital, that's the mental institution, isn't it?
Yeah. Mental institution. Yeah, go there. They phoned me up and was like, "Oh yeah, come to Green Lane Hospital now, like ASAP."
Yeah.
So they sent me a taxi.
Fucking taxi.
I get there. I have a chat for an hour. Sent home.
What?
Sent home with a piece of paper in my hand. That's it.
Wow, that's actually unbelievable, to be honest.
And that was the same day where I got sent home from school. Because
you got sent home 2 times in the same day?
Yeah. So I got sent home from school, and then the school obviously must have contacted like Green Lane Hospital, and then they sent me a taxi and go there, chat for an hour, and then the woman just sent me home with a piece of paper in my hand.
That's unbelievable. That's absolutely, it's appalling, to be honest. And you know what? Shame on school for that as well.
And that day, I full on broke down when I got back.
Yeah.
Because I was on the end. I was so broken. Because I just got sent. Like, I kind of get it that school are limited to what they can do
within reason.
But still,
they have referral services though. Like,
yeah.
Even though CAMHS is shit.
Oh, it's awful.
Like, even a referral to that would have been something better to what they had done by just
Yeah.
sending you home.
But then they sent me home and then must have referred me to Green Lane Hospital and then got sent home from that with a piece of paper in my hand.
That's insane.
So then I got back to... So my mum went back to work that day. So I got dropped back off there. I went in the back and just broke down.
Yeah.
And then my mum was like, well, she was like, I can't do anything right now. So what I'm going to do is, like, you're not going to be alone.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fine.
Your mum's so sweet, though.
Yeah.
I love her a bit.
Like, so she phoned my brother
Mm.
and he came to the shop to come pick me up.
Yeah.
So we can go home.
Mm.
But he was like, do you want to play crazy golf? I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah, I want to play crazy golf.
So on that same day when everything went tits up, we played crazy golf.
Yeah.
And I will always remember that.
So, like, going back to then, or even now, like, if you were to go through that again, what is one thing that what would you want to change? What would you want to happen? Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today.
Yeah.
So keep your notifications on for part 2 next week.
Yeah, we will see you all in the next part.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace out.